Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Just waiting for a moment for folks to come on live with me. I see one or two joining. Getting the camera in place. Let me know you are with me. So I think that's going to work for us. You see my coffee on the side. Sorry about that, but gotta have my coffee. It's early morning. I've already devoured my muffin. My homemade blueberry muffins. Again, I think my family will be glad when my blueberries are gone. Let me know who is with me. Give me a hello, and we'll get started. Let others join us as they can. Hey, Cindy Day. Good morning. So, we're just doing some quick cards, but cards that look really, really elegant and nice today. So, won't keep everyone long, but wanted to make sure we had something going today. And of course, have my pen there. If I need to jot a note for someone. How's the light this morning? Does the light look okay? Let's see, is that better? Let's see if that comes on a little bit more. Ooh, that may have brightened things up a little bit. What do you think? I see Beverly and I see Sharon. Good morning, good morning. Oh, your granddaughter's visiting. Excellent. Hey, Miss Karen, good morning. You'll have Beverly, you guys will be in the your craft room or scrapbook room crafting all afternoon. Although looks like it's going to be a gorgeous day to be outside too, so. Lots of things going on. Okay, so wanted to clear one thing up. Let's do some housekeeping just to get things going, get some of my muffin crumbs off of there. I am Carolyn Bosley, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and you are watching today through the Facebook group Inky Gatherings. This will also be shared on YouTube later today. If there's anything you see that you're interested in, you can go to inkygatherings.stampinup.net and shop with me now and be able to pick up any of these goodies. I'm only showing you things that are available. We are actually working from items out of the annual catalog, and these items can be combined in any fashion, whether it be with items from the mini catalog. So here's the annual catalog, and you see all my tabs and so forth, but here's the annual catalog, and here's the mini catalog that is now available to shop from. You can shop and combine items from both. You can buy from just one, okay? And then when you do that, when your items total at least $50, you get to pick one of the free items. And you can see there's this circle in the catalog, in the mini catalog, or in the celebration catalog. It says free with $50 purchase. And of course, that's before your shipping and handling and tax. Nothing new there. There are one or two items that may be the $100. Yes, this goes along with a stamp set that is in the catalog. So This, it coordinates with the shaded summer stamp that's in the annual catalog, or in the catalog, and you get all these dies free if you choose with a $100 purchase. Okay, but again, you can pick and choose from what catalogs. Okay, not just one or the other. So I just wanted to make sure on that. Remember, there's also kits that are available online when you take a look online. There's also the paper pumpkin, because anyone that's doing the paper pumpkin subscription now is a great time to renew or purchase, you know, multiple quantities, like a 3-month or a 6-month or their annual selection of paper pumpkin, because that also goes towards your $50 in merchandise to get free product. Okay, so, and it doesn't have to just be stamps. It can be adhesives, it can be paper, it can be so many different things. So anything in the catalogs that are available for sale, and check out that clearance rack too, because those items count toward your $50 purchase also. Okay, so let me show you what we're working with today. This is the card, and I have used soft suede, vanilla, and my die cut is out of the new, I always have to look, Evening Evergreen cardstock. Okay, and then on the inside I just use very vanilla. I'll put my verse, and I'll be able to put my hand stamped on the back. And let's just do that at the moment, or we will forget. Yes, we will. And I think since that's a dark color, let's just do it with the Evening Evergreen. Okay, and then we'll sign off on it. That'll be done. There's my pen. Okay, so the stamp sets are Peaceful Moment, because I'm using the Deepest Sympathy stamp out of that, but there's lots. This is still available in the catalog. It's on, everything's in the annual catalog today, as far as stamps and so forth, and that is Peaceful Moments. It's on page 24, and it's $21. Okay, so we're using that one, and then we're using the Forever Fern stamps, which are listed on page 71. They're $24, and I'm just using one stamp today, and it's this stamp. And you can see, I hope you can see that that is pretty much real close to being real size. It says images. If you check on your box or on your case in certain areas, you'll see images at 90%. So this is 100%. This is the image. I don't know if it's glaring or not, but you can see that's how close. Okay, and I am going to be using the little splat stamp out of there also. Bubbles, if Sharon Brown is on here, yes, Bubbles, Sharon. My splat's your Bubbles. So I'm going to be using that and this, but this is so versatile. It's sort of meant to be like a wedding or anniversary set. But these pieces, you know, I have, if you remember, I've done fall cards. I have done Thanksgiving cards, Christmas cards out of this set, but just using, changing up the words and so forth. Good morning, Anne. Good morning. So, and then we used one die, and that was to cut this piece out of the Forever, or the Evergreen, Evening Evergreen cardstock. Ain't that pretty? And you can see, and it's just one of the pieces. They all do not coordinate with the stamps. This is one that does not. Let me see if I can get it out of here. And I'll lay it down on there so you can see. That is the piece. Of course, let me flip it over. So that's what you get. This is the piece you get from this one die. Okay, might be easier seen, not on the black. There we go. This is the die. This is the cardstock. So that we're doing a mixture, but very, very easy. You could sit and cut these out very quickly all day long. I'll keep this one on the front of the cover just so you can see it easier. Okay, and again, Forever Fern and Forever Flourishing dies. The dies is listed on page 163, and they're $36. Okay. One other thing that I'm using today is a punch, and it's the Everyday Label Punch. It's on page 150, and it's 18. So, you know, yes, I'm going to be using some pearls. I'm also going to be using some pop-up or dimensionals. Those things are in the catalog as usual. The cardstock is soft suede, which is, let me just get started here. This is 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. I'll get that folded. Let's get a nice burnish on there using the bone folder. So there we go. We have that. We have 2 pieces of Very Vanilla, and you can see one is smaller than the other. This is 3 3/4 by 5, and this is the one that I am putting on the inside to be able to write my note. Okay, or stamp my verse, whichever one I decide to do. I always like to make it a little personal when I'm sending out Simply cards. So sometimes I have a verse, sometimes I have a note, just depending on what I need. Okay, so there we have that down. This piece is the 4 by 5 1/4. So basically I've just cut it down to where it would be 1/4 inch smaller than the cover sheet. Okay, 4 by 5 1/4. So, and the ink that I'm using, I decided to go with crumb cake instead of soft suede. And the reason I did that is because these stamps are what I call distinctive. And that means they how can I put that? They self-shadow themselves. So let me pull the card up close. Let's see if you can see this. So it gives you a light and a dark shadow based on how the stamp is made. And that does it on its own. We as makers do not have to do that. It stamps its own. It does itself. So this dark color, so close, even though it's crumb cake, it's so close to the soft suede, and I didn't want the card to get dark, if you know what I mean. So I went with crumb cake. Okay. The verse or greeting, I went with soft suede. But all I did, we're also going to have, I cut a little strip, and it'll be cut off longer, or you can have it go all the way across. It doesn't matter. But it's about 1 inch wide, and it, you know, if we cut it off like in the sample is cut off at the edge of the Very Vanilla, then it would be cut off at 4, of course. So I just sort of see where it is that I am going to want that to be, and then I'm removing it. Let's see if I can lay that there to where you can see it while I stamp, maybe. Then I'm just going to start underneath. This will be underneath my evergreen, evening evergreen. And if you notice, I'm just turning, because these pieces I'm going to try and cover up with my label verse. Okay, label verse or my greeting piece. Okay, so there we go. And then this, now had I used my adhesive sheet, we would not have had to do this, and I keep forgetting to use those adhesive sheets. I need to lay them out. They're wonderful. But this, you just need to be patient, and you want to dot little. Less is more. It's going to be under the label. It's going to be under the soft suede band. So you don't want too much so that it will end up squirting out squeezing out underneath everything and making a mess for you. So you can see, I hope you can see those dots, very little, very, very little. Okay, now don't forget to be giving me some loving and some thumbs up. I got to make sure I know you're there and that this is something that you like, okay? So then we're just going to place this wherever and put it down. Okay, we're done with that. That's all she wrote. Then we're going to come back with the little splats or bubbles. And I think that might be it. So then I'll do my band. And I'm not doing it all the way to the edge because I know I'm going to be cutting some of that off. So then I just decide where I want that placed. And I lay it down. Then I'm going to use my scissors. Who's with me? Give me some chats. Let me know you're still here. There we go. And then I just have a scrap piece of the Very Vanilla. And I'm going to pull soft suede. Okay, I see a heart. Thank you. I know I'm still here that way. You guys give me the warm fuzzies when I get those hearts or thumbs up. I know I'm doing something that you might be enjoying. But this is just to show you how you can mix and match stamp sets and dies and punches just to create your own cards. It doesn't have to be from the same set. See, Drummer even agrees with me this morning. I knew he would be barking before long. So let's see if we can get this. I always look at what I'm punching so I can see if I'm halfway straight. Here we go. Now this, I'm going to use dimensionals. And I have some here that I'm using. I just want to put it over the center. I'm trying to use my edges up. Can you see? Oops. Too many. Put that back. And here we go. Didn't even pull my pick tool out yet this morning. My goodness. Hey, Miss Jadon. Yeah, they're very simple, Karen. It's a very simple card, but it's very elegant. Now this, you can try and get close to the exact center. You can see with this one, I moved over to the right. And I sort of like that on this card. I don't know why, but I do. And have to be looking a little bit there. Okay. Then I'm just going to use my adhesive, and I'm using the Stampin' Seal. Bringing back in my soft suede. Okay. Now, yeah, I know this is risky what I'm getting ready to do here. I just felt like it needed a little bit more right there on one side, so I did it after I'd already stamped. Didn't put any mask paper down, but I think it worked okay. Then I am going to pull in my pick tool. My handy-dandy picker tool. And use some of the pearls, and the size that I cut some off here, but the size I'm using is the 3mm, I think, the smallest on the sheet now. And I'm just going to place these, I don't know, where I think I might need something. And And I'm just going to do 3 of them, I think. And, oh, I sort of like one on here, don't you? Let's do it. Okay. That is how quick and simple these cards go. Simple stamping using the color. And I think I ended up, you know, 2 colors. And that was soft suede for the greeting. Crumb cake for the color in the back is all. Soft suede on my cardstock. Very vanilla on my cardstock. And did very vanilla on the inside also. Evening evergreen for the die cut. And you can't get much simple than that, ladies and gents. That's it. I mean, yeah, I had the cutting done, but you know, you could sit and cut out a few of these at a time, and oh my, it's just wonderful to be able to do. And very, very, very elegant. And, you know, you could switch this up. Change your colors out. Switch it up to a get well. Make it a cheerful, you know, color. Instead of the green, maybe use white. And you could still have your greenery, but some of the background could be in purples and blues and pinks. You know, those type things. You can still stick with the one color type theme as far as your inks and go for it that way. So, very short, very simple, very sweet. But I need you to make me a card that this may have inspired today and post it onto our Inky Gatherings Facebook website. Okay? And Happy Mail did go out. I don't want you to think Happy Mail didn't go out. Happy Mail went out last month to Wanda Road. Or for last month to Wanda Road. So she has received that. And before I forget, I have one more, don't I, that I need to put on the back. One thing I do want to discuss. I'm working on a card rack. I've got a couple different card racks here in the county, but just so you know, you can sell your cards. You just have to make sure that you are stamping them with one of the copyright stamps, and there's 2 or 3 sets that have that. One, let me grab a couple of them and show you. What I normally use, this old wooden block, is just, it was the very first one I got, and you can see how worn it is, but it's a Stampin' Up. And it has the copyright and the registered, you know, on there. When you stamp it, it's at the bottom. But let me grab. I know there is a set that I currently have that has a lot of those in it. That you might want to put on the back. This one's called Handmade for You, and it's a clean stamp. But this is the piece that you need to have on the back of your card, like the branding, and just to show that it is Stampin' Up products. Okay, here's one with the scissors. So, you know, if I had just wanted to use one of the leaves or something like I normally do, then I would just put that leaf on there, and then I would just stamp the copyright Stampin' Up right underneath it. Okay, and that allows you to sell with no problems whatsoever. You cannot you're not supposed to sell without that if it's a Stampin' Up products that you've used as far as stamps and so forth. Okay, so, but yeah, so get to making and put a few in a shoe box and have them out there for friends and family to see. There's several places, you know, try it on Facebook, try it on the marketplace. So, but yeah, make some cards. The main thing is send some cards. So Sounds good, Bev. Thanks for finishing cards and posting them. So that is everything I have for you today. I know it's been very short, very sweet, but I just wanted to make sure you could do some cards maybe that would be very quick, very simple. And all you have to do is change your colors, change your greetings, and it could be any card. Birthday, get well, thinking of you. And then, of course, I made the sympathy cards. So I will go through the after the video and check out everything and see what questions you may have, and I'll get everyone responded to and answered. Hey, Linda, go back and watch the replay. It's a real simple but yet a real pretty and elegant card that can be changed up with any colors and so forth. And if you have any questions at all, just let me know. Have a great day. Bye-bye.